Hi guys, how you doing? Colin Schneider here, Quit Smoking Mastery, and in this video I'm going to show you how to quit smoking cold turkey my way. This is my guide. Okay, quitting smoking cold turkey. That's what I did. That's what millions of people have done successfully around the world. Let me just do a quick recap on my smoking history. In the beginning, I think I was 12 or 13 years old. It was around 1979, 79, late 79, 80. Punk rock was quite popular in the UK at that time, and of course I was a little punk rocker, a teenage punk rocker, not very popular with my parents at that time. Anyway, but of course, yeah, you know, punk rockers, they smoke, they drink, they spit, all that stuff. Yeah, and of course, as a punk rocker, when you're a young punk rocker, you think that you're immortal. I remember the first time that I actually did start smoking, how hard it was to actually get to like that stuff, you know, because it was horrible. It was absolutely disgusting, and I can remember we were always smoking behind the gym at school, because it was a building that had this, I don't know, this 3 foot wide space before the wall of the boundary of the school started, and then we'd smoke there in the mornings. I'm from Manchester in the UK, and of course it's always cold there and it's always raining. But yeah, it was with my friends when I was 13, 14 that I would dabble and smoke and steal cigarettes from my mother because she smoked at the time, and but that lasted about 2 years. And because I did do a lot of sports, and it was quite affecting me. And I remember that, you know, at 14, 15, I started to steal cigarettes from my mum because I needed something, I needed it. And it took me a year, or even less than a year, to finally become addicted. But like I said, I stopped, and then I started again around the age of 19. And that became a 20-year relationship with nicotine addiction. To work in bars and clubs and restaurants, and of course, back in the 80s, smoking was very popular, and you could smoke inside all these places at that time. It was only during the late 90s that things started to change around in the UK and Europe. But I tried to stop for 6 years. I remember the thousands of times, right, that's it, I'm gonna stop smoking, I'm gonna stop smoking. And then I just failed constantly. And of course, I know why I kept failing, because first of all, I wasn't educated. I didn't know what addiction was, and I wasn't completely aware of why I was an addict. But I learned about all that. And then I learned how you have to make decisions in your life, and you have to change certain things, and you have to go through a process of preparing for your quit and all these kind of things, and I'll explain that to you right now. But anyway, let's get on with the guide, how to quit smoking cold turkey. The first and foremost point of about stopping smoking is actually know your reason why you want to stop smoking. I wanted to stop smoking because I was afraid that I was going to get cancer or some kind of smoke-related disease, and I felt that I hadn't done enough things in my life that I wanted to achieve, and I wanted to buy a house, and I wanted to get married, and I wanted to have kids, and I wanted my own business. And you can't do that when you're dying of cancer. So I was quite afraid of catching a smoking related disease. You know, I was afraid. So that's the first thing that you need to know. You need to know your reason why you want to stop smoking. A lot of people want to stop smoking because of health reasons. A lot of people want to stop smoking because of the cost. A lot of people want to stop smoking because they do sports, and there's a lot of people who do sports and they live in both worlds. Like they live in the world of addictive denial. And the world of sports, and it's you just can't live in those two worlds. You can't do that kind of activity. You can't, because to do sports and to do professional activities, you need your body 100% clean. It just doesn't work. Eventually, it'll get you. You can't live in those two worlds. Know your reason why you want to stop smoking. It's very, very important. Know your reason and get that clear. Write it down. Get it clear. The second thing is you've got to understand why you smoke. That's very, very important. Understand why you smoke. Understand why you're addicted to nicotine. And let me tell you something. If you don't know what nicotine actually is a pesticide. What you're doing is you're putting pesticide inside your body. Okay, in small doses, of course, because the tobacco companies don't want you to die after one cigarette. So you've got all these tiny doses of pesticide and all the other toxins and poisons, 300 or so, that are put inside a cigarette that you pay for, that you put inside your body, okay? So you've got to understand about addiction, learn it, understand how the body responds. It's very, very important. You have to break free from that addiction, and that's the only way, breaking free. Know about the addiction, understand the addiction, educate yourself about nicotine addiction, and then you must accept that because of this addiction, that is why you've got that dilemma in your life right now. You've got this dark cloud, you've got these questions, you've got all this frustrating senses and feelings and questions, and that dilemma, until you clean that, until you understand that, until you make a decision that you are completely ready to do this and educate yourself and understand about nicotine addiction, then you will fail. I really do recommend that you get as much info on what nicotine addiction really is as possible, and read it and understand it, absorb it, okay? I've actually got a video somewhere on how you become addicted to nicotine, and I'll put the link somewhere here or there or whatever, and that is actually some good information on how you become addicted to nicotine, and that will actually open your eyes a little bit, okay? The next part in the guide is the benefits from quitting smoking are endless. Okay, the main one obviously is that you stop inhaling all those toxins inside your body, and you stop consuming pesticide. I just can't believe that nicotine addiction is pesticide addiction. Those little white things that we smoke. Well, I don't smoke. The smokers smoke. They leave their mark on you every time. It's like one drop inside a big drum. One drop of poison, of poison, of poison, of poison. And eventually, when that drum fills up, you know the consequences. But when you stop smoking, and you stop putting those drops in that drum, immediately your body will start a reverse effect, because now the body is not being bombarded. Remember, the body it's a fantastic machine, and when things go wrong, it immediately gets to work in fixing it, or trying to fix it, or trying to put it right. But if it's being bombarded, it never gets that opportunity, and that's what you're doing when you're constantly smoking. You've got to let the body have a chance to start the cleansing and start the healing process. There's so many benefits when you stop smoking. You get better blood circulation, improved energy. That smoker's cough goes. You have better sleep patterns. better personal odors. Your breath doesn't smell, your clothes don't smell. You can taste food, your taste receptors become, I don't know, tasting machines. It's amazing. I remember the first time when I stopped smoking, that first week, I start because I live in Spain now, and I love tomatoes, and I love Spanish tomatoes. And I remember all of a sudden, tomatoes tasted like juicy strawberries. It was weird, but it was just this pow explosion of taste. So remember, when you quit smoking, the benefits of quitting smoking, the benefits of doing that, they're just endless. Remember, everybody's different, but the benefits are just endless. There's hundreds of benefits. Okay, the next part in my guide to quitting smoking cold turkey is set a date, okay? But if you're prone to relapse after relapse after relapse, then what I recommend is set a date to a time when you're not around or you're not involved in stressful situations. Don't set a date that's a Monday morning when you have to go to work. I really wouldn't. Try to set a day when you're kind of more relaxed and you've got some free time. 2 or 3 days holiday would do it for you. Don't set a date when you're going to be alone either. You know, set a date for a time when you're probably around good people, good friends who are healthy and vibrant. Don't set a date when you're alone, because, you know, like I said, if you keep relapsing, if you're alone in the house, you'll get bored. Of course, boredom is a state of mind, but because of all those activities that are related to smoking, the coffee, the meals, the sex, the walk, the wine, the beer, all these things, and if you're alone, you could relapse again. Got the balls, okay? You could set a date on a nighttime, a Friday night, like I did, downtown Madrid, in an area that's La Latina, it's called, full of bars, full of small discotheques, restaurants, and I swear to God, everybody there smokes. That was me. I set a date on that Friday night, and I remember it, and everybody was smoking, and I was like, ugh. But I did it, and that actually, the Saturday morning after, when I woke up, I thought, fuck, I can't believe I did it. And that actually set me in motion after that night. And when I woke up Saturday morning, I knew that I was going to stop smoking for good. So set your date wisely, okay? No stress, around great people, and places maybe where you can't smoke if you're a little bit prone to relapse. Don't do it in a place that's gonna make you stressed. I wouldn't recommend it, because you're gonna have enough stress with, well, nothing painful physically, but you're gonna have some kind of sensation, a little bit of cold turkey stress that's coming. You can't avoid that, depending on how long you've been smoking. So now we come to a part of this guide that is really, really important. Something more valuable, more important, more closer to your heart must pull you towards it instead of a cigarette. If you have children, they must pull you out of addiction, because if they're small children, wouldn't you like to go to their wedding if they get married, their birthdays when they're 21 years old, 30 years old, you know, the christening of your grandchildren? You don't want them to be asking, Mommy, why is Daddy not here? Or, Mom, I wish Daddy was here, you know, or Daddy, I wish Mom was here. Yes, I know, sweetheart, but you know, cancer is it's a heavy thing, I know. You know, and it happens, these things happen. So something must pull you, something good, something positive, something healthy, something close to your heart. Like I said before, it's very, very important that you prioritize something more than the cigarette, because the cigarette is only going to pull you to depression, disease, and control, slavery. So remember, something more valuable in your life, more close to your heart, must pull you towards it in the future. Something in the future must pull you. Okay. The next part of this guide is a recommendation that not many people actually do, but I will do this because it helped me a lot. Take up some kind of physical activity that gets your heart going. But remember also, if you're going to take something up, make sure that you clear it with your doctor, because everybody's different, all ages and all types of people start sports, and they've never done sports before. But I recommend you have a chat with your doctor just to clear things and make sure that he or she gives you the all green to start something. It could be something like jogging. It could be jogging with friends, better. Jogging on your own is kind of boring, It could be, swimming, tennis, badminton. Get your ass to the gym. Join a salsa group, a club for dancing. The list is endless. I personally started Muay Thai boxing. It's the national sport of Thailand, and I tell you, it takes it out of you, one class of that, because it's physical. It's really physical, and which is one of the best things I've ever done in my life. I enjoyed it. You put the gloves on and you learn all these moves, and it's cardio. It's how you say, it's push-ups. It's running. It's fighting. It's everything. But obviously, all in a controlled environment. When you do these kind of activities, you're not gonna smoke. You're gonna meet new friends, and you're gonna feel great. And little by little, step by step, you're gonna feel more alive. You're gonna feel more part of life. You're gonna feel more active, and this is, your endorphins are gonna be overflowing. It's amazing when you quit smoking and you start some kind of activity. I really recommend getting out of the house, going to a place where lots of people are there. There's clubs, there's teams, all happy people, all positive people, and all people that don't smoke. Okay, use this ability, like I said earlier, to make new friends. Use your new life to make friends and become a happier person than the doom and gloom that you're suffering as a nicotine addict. So, take up some kind of physical activity and enjoy it. The next part of this guide is know that your life will become so much better when you finally quit smoking. The positive changes, I think I touched on that a little bit earlier, the benefits and all these kind of things are abundant. Everybody's life is different, and we all go through day-to-day challenges, up and down. Our lives are so much busier nowadays, but I promise you that even during times of stress, life stress, situations, obstacles, all these things, knowing that you finally quit smoking will make you stop and, yeah, I did it, it's like, yeah, I did this stuff. I was so proud of myself, and my life became so much better. It became so much better that I actually created my own business because of my attack on being healthy. That was it. I had to be healthy, and I got really great in doing lots of different types of exercises. And eventually what I did was I opened my own boot camp training facility, and it's very successful here in Spain. Who knows where it's going to take me, but at the moment, I've got nearly 200 clients. Money's good, life is good. I'm helping people get in the best shapes of their lives, and I feel so much younger and so much stronger and so much healthier. And also what I'm doing, I'm portraying this to younger people that at my age, because I'm 53 years old, believe it or not. Yes, I know, you can't believe it. You thought I was 22. But yeah, I'm 53 years old and I'm helping people who come to my boot camp training facility to quit smoking too. And I've had some good successes there. I mean, it's great. Life is really, really so much better. And the positivity is abundant with yourself and around you when you quit smoking. So, like I said, know that your life will become so much better when you quit smoking. Well, there you go. That's my guide on how to quit smoking cold turkey. I never used nicotine patches, nicotine gum, Chantix, anything like that. I didn't. I went cold turkey. Millions of people as well around the world have gone cold turkey. I hope you liked it. I hope it's gonna help you. And if you do quit smoking, the best of luck to you. And just remember one thing, that during this video I've given you all these steps and guides and information and tips, but don't forget that I and many other people, we failed a few times. You might even still continue for some time relapsing, but that's okay. Just forget it, move on, try it again. Okay, you've got to fail to win. You've got to lose to win. Keep at it, and eventually, if you really, really desire it, if you really want it, and if you make a real decision, you too can quit smoking, and quit smoking cold turkey. Because if I can do it, and then anybody can do it, I promise you. Okay, my name is Tony Schneider. This is Quit Smoking Mastery, and I'll see you soon in another video. Take care. Let's get out of here.